Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. It's CPI day, actually. My favorite day of the week to trade. And what do we have here? ES at all-time highs. NASDAQ close to it. I think I wanted 26,100s. Did we get there yet? NASDAQ? No. Okay. Cool. How's everybody doing? Let's see. The chat. Who's here? Welcome, Ugo and Bonjour de Andorra. Cool. Good morning, George C. Trader. Good morning, Sean. Good morning, Sydney. Hello, John Gamby. New subscriber and fairly new futures trader. Welcome. We love it when we see new futures traders come through. Yeah. It's fun. I started futures trading in March 2022. So I'm thinking like these are smooth highs for the NASDAQ to get towards, let's see, that 15-minute 8:30 candle, CPI candle was this. Pumped up to, overnight high. Previous day high. Good to see, good to see. I'm gonna write down my bias is bullish. Oh, my pens are all over there. Okay. What's your guys' bias? Mostly bullish also. It's CPI, so we're thinking like probably could move more than usual. Than the ATR, right? I think on my camera, that's better. Tell them how you must have lost. Let's see that. On my mind, okay. Okay, cool. All right. Who's ready for the open? I mean, I'm bullish. I have to figure out what would it be like though to get our entry. It did sweep previous day high already. I don't really love the closure there. Maybe it will come back down to Asia low. I don't know. If it's going to be strong, though, and hold structure, it shouldn't. But, with this market, like, it's not what we've seen. We don't really see great continuations, so. Do we have any other news today? All right. Tell them how you must have lost your mind. How about silver? That recent silver run has been crazy. Who's been trading silver? I've been seeing some people switch to also trading silver, which is currently at $88. That's wild. Alrighty. So previous day high got swept. You know, from the way that things have been going, maybe it will be like maybe an SMT here, there. I don't know, but yeah, maybe that 10 a.m. reversal here. That would be nice. Point is, though, I'm bullish, so let's see. We have this 15-minute FEG. I don't really care. I'm not putting a lot of emphasis on this. Like I said, we just swept some buy side. Maybe we'll go sweep sell side after. We have 10 a.m. new home sales. Okay. That could be something. Orange folder for me, but yeah, sometimes it does move. So I'll definitely put a little marker there. Orange folder. Here, we're about to start. We're about to open. Open it up. Cool. Let me audit, trade. Great. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. What we've seen is ES being a lot stronger than the NASDAQ recently. And also what we've seen is like daily candles just being really wicky. So let me take a look at today's daily. Brother, ew. Oh boy. Yeah, maybe it'll come back down into that London sell side first. What do I know? That's a current low of the session, or low of the day, actually. I don't know. See how it reacts that 15-minute. It does hold it up, then maybe it is like way stronger than I anticipated. I don't know. The point is, there's 10 a.m. news. Don't want to rush into it, but yeah, President Trump is also speaking at 2 p.m. today, and we have the 30-year bond at 1:01 p.m. Okay. Well, does anyone know what he's going to be speaking about at 2 p.m.? If Thank you. Shane Richards says, I'm his favorite YouTube trader. Cool. Pretty happy. I took a payout from my fund of futures right before the new year and then one just now recently on Friday. But we're going to be building up all these other accounts too. I'm building up my Lucid account. I did end up passing the Lucid Flex accounts. Now I'm at like, what am I at? Like 152, 153. Okay. Yeah, what am I at that? 152,961. Okay. Yeah, NQ on the 4-hour, had that massive inversion yesterday. Inverted that on the 4-hour back up, invalidated them, made a bullish 4-hour humongous one. We dipped into it at like 6 p.m. Held up. We could come back again. Really depends on how it wants to deliver today. ES didn't actually go into that 4-hour. See on that hourly. We don't have a recent bullish divergence. The last one was from yesterday when ES didn't take out. ES took out the previous day low and NASDAQ did not. So let's see. NASDAQ holding up there so far. Let me make sure I have my times up. Yeah. Cool. He's in Detroit. Rob says he'll speaking to the Economic Club of Detroit, so he'll be saying how good America is and how good he is. That's funny. All right. He speaks frequently on a broad range of speeches. Cool. How's everybody? So far, we actually got a nice little bounce there. I guess that's the potential SMT if it's going to continue being really strong. Maybe. See how it goes. Most of the chat is bullish, 50% bullish. What's my lower time frame entry and hourly POI? I can do the 1 minute, 2 minute there. Some people do the 5, but sometimes on the hourly, 2 minutes, 1 minute's fine. I don't know. For CPI, my preference is 10 a.m. reversals. So let's see if this SMT even holds up. It hasn't broken like a swing high yet. So definitely no trade yet, for me at least. I agree. RSH trade says we swept the 4 hour, so it's tough to get long. I agree. So we already swept like previous day high there. So basically, if ES comes back down here, it's not really, no more really of a SMT. And like I said, we could get down to the sell side, or these sell sides here, potentially. I'll put up this as like minor SSL. This is also where midnight open is. Maybe we'll get there. See how strong the market wants to be this morning. Oh, it is breaking this high now. NASDAQ at least. Need ES. Let's see ES catch up. ES is supposed to be the stronger one, right? NASDAQ getting some traction there. I think it's so odd that ES isn't picking up. Wake up. Verizon's down 3%. Google's up 2%. Nvidia's flat. Apple's flat. Someone said Jade Master. The ICT's done with his stream. Yeah. That's good. Maybe he'll probably roll into here. Yesterday he did that on the Ninja Trader stream. NASDAQ really looking cute, but ES not looking cute. You know? That's what I'm saying. It's weird. Let me pull up a fib on the NAS. All in all, though, I mean, ES didn't get back down here yet, but I do wish it would, you know, break the next swing high already. Brother, ew. All right. Unless ES, like, actually decides to wake up, I'm not gonna take a trade. Oh, whoa, bro. Damn. Damn, son. We just dropped like, it's not even the 10 a.m. news yet. Just dropped 80 points in 2 minutes. That's what this market's like, isn't it? Yikes. Someone heard me? Yeah, I also like the sell side Asia lows. Maybe we'll get him. Or at least this minor sell side, yeah, maybe. Let's go back to like the 15. See what's going on here. Those wicks are really ugly. No more SMT there at that 15-minute, like on the small time frame there. So let's just see how this develops. And maybe, just like yesterday, ES is the one actually that took out the low, previous day low yesterday, which was interesting. And that was before the open. And then that served as the smart money divergence. All right, cool. Maybe it's just developing more equal highs, eat NASDAQ and for later. Patience is good. I'm glad I didn't I held off on the longs because ES was acting funky. See what happens. Hopefully we're not going to get chop shop. It's CPI, people. CPI day is my favorite day of the month to trade. Hopefully it doesn't let me down, right? Maybe, maybe we'd go for the minor sell side at midnight open and then pop off from there. Or Asia sell side. If we do, what's the range there? From here to here, it's 160 points. There's 200 points. Okay. What's the daily range so far? I don't think we've moved much. Oh. 200 points. The ATR is... On the NASDAQ, ATR is 298. And ES, it's 55. $15, yeah, yucky. NASDAQ chilling around the Friday high. ES back at previous all-time highs from the October level all-time highs. Let's see if we dump. I mean, honestly, yeah, it would be healthy if it were to take out some sell side, right? It wouldn't be bad. Considering those wicks, always careful when they're wicking. Wicks be wicking. The chat was 50% bullish. I'm also bullish. I wrote it down here. Bias bullish. Bullish bias. Let's see what the other indices are doing. YM's been dropping, actually. YM is down 0.64%. RTY is pretty flat. Looks like ES. NASDAQ's chilling. Seems like the only thing that's green in NASDAQ today, those Google, AMD, and like the chip stocks. Nvidia is flat. ES back at the midnight open. So the thing that I did was when I was looking at I started off looking at the 15-minute, then I thought, okay, maybe it is going to get bought up here. Went down to the smaller time frame. We didn't see any confluence there. So now I'm back on the higher time frame so I don't get like sucked into a trade that's pointless, you know. I look back on the 15. You know, the 4-hour what we've seen now is some previous level sweep on NASDAQ, so I don't know how this 4 hours is going to close. We'll see at 10 a.m. Check gold all-time record. Damn, who here is trading gold and silver? I'm going to do a little poll. Maybe I should start trading that. Answer the poll whether you trade gold and silver. I want to know. Uh-oh. It really is like a FAFO market. All these people that are long versus like this 930 low are probably going to get stopped. I'm not shorting because I said that my bias is bullish, so I'd rather just wait for a sell side sweep and then something to get long in. Maybe ES will be the one today to again take out sell side, and then maybe we'll have some divergence, right? So then I'd rather long the NASDAQ because today seems like it's stronger. Hopefully it doesn't keep flip-flopping which one's stronger. But yeah, every day this week we will be having streams. Last week we only had it on Friday because earlier in the week I was in the Caribbean, actually. Let's see. This 930 low is still not even swept yet. The CPI low from ES. Come on, get to it at least. It's always funny when it does that, like, little bounce back before it takes it out. Nasdaq is just rich. I can see why some people think it's toxic, because, yeah, you really have to be confident in your trading and your strategy. Otherwise, you know, meh. Yesterday I tried to actually short the Nasdaq, but I'm happy I saw like a small divergence and I took a break even. Or is it a previous 4-hour low? Okay. Eh, it takes out this low. Might as well take out this low for ES. Do you see maybe like a trend line that'll get broken for liquidity purposes? That'll be nice. We had 10 a.m. news in 5 minutes. Yeah, let's see the poll. You guys oh, very interesting. 42% trade gold or silver and 58% do not. John Carrington asked, is rich a synonym for nasty mofo? Yeah. It's a nice euphemism, if you will. What am I thinking about? Reversal and first presented fair value gap? Yeah. It's not a bad idea. I'm just like a bull bias today, though, so I'd rather just wait for... Yeah, this is the first presented FEG that person's talking about. It inverted it. It's been rejecting from there. Yeah, I just have to make sure you have like a decent entry there. And within here. Let's see what that short would look like here from there. It's not bad. The only thing I'm kind of about is that we didn't... I don't know. It was so weird that Nasdaq stopped right before that high there. It's like a 1-to-1 to that minor sell side. I said I'm not really keen on taking like 1-to-1s or... I don't know. If you actually go for this one too, actually, it would probably be more. But I'm bull biased today. 4 hours still bullish, you know? Gotta stay with the 4 hour. We're literally... Yesterday, ew. What's wrong with Nasdaq's daily? Today and yesterday, if we look at this, oh Lord. We closed pretty much where we opened yesterday, and today we're same thing, same levels. Crook YT says, did you take the short yet? I was on bath. Why are you taking a bath like 10 a.m. during market open? What? X6 Ron said his main takeaway from yesterday's stream is that there's something called TaskRabbit. You've been looking for that all your life. Well, hey, I'm happy to help you out there because I use that thing for sure. That's somebody... I didn't want to bother my buildings handyman to put up this bookshelf. So I just hired a TaskRabbit. Mm-hmm. and other menial tasks and other things that, meh, I just don't have the time to do. Come on, ES, like, we're waiting for you. Take the lows. Yeah, so 15, about to invert that on ES. Yeah, maybe we'll take some lows. So far I'm glad I read that pretty nicely, where I said I don't really care too much about this 15-minute holding. I said that right at the beginning of the stream because we took some buy side already, so it's kind of unlikely in this kind of market to have a continuation from the last 15-minute FEG because we're just not getting that, right? That's just the screen time sitting down, coming down every day, like coming down to the charts and seeing, okay, we're mostly having like the first buy side taken, then back down to a sell side before the next one taken. Okay, here ES just took a CPI low. Just the 830 low. Now it's like holding up. That's kind of wild how it's still not here to the minor sell side. Oh Lord. That's like so funny. What a funny goose. Would it be funny if that's actually like a little SMT? It's 10 a.m. Let's see. Will this news do anything? So now you have an hourly FEG there. Interesting. ES looking mad different on the hourly than NAS. This is not really the type of like action I expect from a CPI. CPI day morning. I don't know. It's really not that clean as the typical, as usual. Honestly, the market's been kind of, contracting in volatility, right? Said she's super tripping. Yeah, in the NASDAQ. Word. Someone said, yo, Billie Eilish says you should give all your money away. Yeah, she's wild. It's so funny seeing a multimillionaire try to dunk on like a billionaire. Come on, Billie Eilish. She's too woke for her own good. Why doesn't she give up all her money? Not even that, though. It's like the billionaires make a lot of jobs. All right, ES taking out that sell side. Nasdaq finally taking out minor sell side. So ES took out that Asia low that we've been looking for. It's heading towards that 4-hour that it never tapped into. What a wild close to the 4-hour there. Oh my gosh. On ES, look, it opened here, went all the way up here, and came back, closed right there. I don't think I've seen something like that, like with the open being so low down here. It's kind of wild. Okay. Congrats to anybody that did hold that like little 1-to-1 trade if they entered from that first presented FEG. Yeah, Nasdaq just took out that 930 low. See what happens from here. It would be kind of nice if this is the reversal. I would need a swing high to get taken. We can monitor it based on like inversions and things like this. Let's see. This 10-minute. Okay. See what happens. Pew, pew, pew. This to here. 50% is here. It's pretty much around this bearish FEG. Midpoint is 50% of this leg down. Pay attention here. Gots to pay attention. Gotta pay attention. Maybe the long setup's happening. I would need to see both ES and NASDAQ become in sync also. That's what I really need to see. So I would need to see ES perk out as well if I'm going to go for any longs. Because it just took out some Asia sell side, right? So you would think that if it was a reversal, it'd have, you know, the juice to do it. Plus my target is like 26 120s. So we got a ways to go there. So I'm okay with waiting and not being the first person in. Like so far we did invert this, so that's a good sign. Let's see if we break a high and let's see if ES follows. ES definitely looking a lot weaker though. It's like the only swing high I could find is on the 30-second here. Then the 1 minute is up here, the swing high. Who knows, maybe ES wants to go down here first, you know? But it would be nice if that is the 10 a.m. reversal, you know, stopped out people that were long versus 9:30. Maybe. We need to see us. We really need to get back above like 9:30 high for Nazi, and yes, this like 8:30 and midnight open. Honestly. And doesn't look too strong yet. What can you do? What's up, Sev? Hi, Tana. I'm a metals trader. Yeah, Billie Eilish was born into wealth. That's true. I think her dad or something. I don't know. With no idea. No idea, to be honest. But it's just funny when celebrities are all, I mean, come on. And the Democrats act they care about like the working class. They have just as many billionaire backers. The best thing actually is that Trump made no tax on tips and overtime, right? A credit. And then New York State is like not doing that. So like the New York State is still taking money from that, which is just rich. It's crazy. And they say they care about the working class. Who's working overtime and making money on tips? The working class. Mm-mm. Yeah, what the heck is going on? It's a CPI day. So it looks like ES since the morning session, ever since we said like, oh, it was sus, it wasn't coming back and breaking this high. That's basically where it lost a lot of speed. It's not looking hot. So NASDAQ has the sell side here for the 4-hour. It's like mark out the fib for ES from the low to the high on the swing low to the swing high on the 4-hour. 50% is actually literally right there. This 4-hour fair value gap that it did not tap into yet. So actually, maybe it'll get here, and then maybe that's where the reversal will start from. I don't know. Just keep waiting for potential longs. Legends says that she's still waiting for her longs. This is like minor sell side. It's, pre-market low, the first pre-market low. Where's the CPI low? Here. Okay, we swept that already. You know what I started watching? White Lotus. It's a good show. There's actually a character named Tanya in the show. I couldn't believe it. I kind of do like the 50% is here for ES. Where is it for NAS? It's also around here, the sell side. But ideally, we see an SMT. We ain't seen nothing yet. Do. Nope, it's following this bearish order flow. See this 2-minute bearish. Look at that IOFED there. Someone asked, what's the difference when you type for the ticker on TradingView NQ1 and NQH 2026? Is it the same? I always put NQ and I 1 because it's the continuous and it's showing so that I can look into the past on the daily and the weekly. I can look as far as, a year ago. If you're looking at just this month's contract, you're only going to see a limited amount. Right? You see that it gets really sporadic here because this contract didn't have the volume back then. So this is taking all those contracts from previous months. And you can execute on this chart. See, it's the same numbers. It puts the first contract, that's why it's NQ1. It puts the most recent contract at the front, which is the same thing as the March contract. Okay, so you would be trading that March contract anyway. You can see it's the same. For me, it's really about looking at like daily, weekly charts and wanting everything on one chart. Sayel Lin says, is there any coupon code to buy new Apex account? If you use Tanya, code Tanya, you'll get 80% off. Also, the resets are only $35. Okay, wait. NASDAQ took a tiny minor sell side there. Okay. Did that midnight open yet? Nope. Do I look at gold? It's at all-time highs, right? We were just talking about that. It's kind of wild. Maybe I should start monitoring gold more often. It's hard because I feel like NASDAQ gets your full attention a lot. Silver's been popping off. Yeah, this market does not look happy. It's been a slow grind lower. If NASDAQ kind of breaks below this with a displacement, I could see it getting to here quickly. Yep. Pew. Damn, it just dropped 25 points like that right after I said that. It's cool. Yeah, I don't know if the Bulls are gonna end up making their comeback. We'll see. It's looking bleak. Need ES to start waking up if there's going to be a reversal. And what does the ES stock map look like? Ugly. Wow. Finance. I think that, there were earnings for banks. We're getting bank earnings this week. So that whole sector is really down today. Probably because of that. Let me see. Who had earnings then? Which ones bring them down? Visa. Let's see. Visa. Did they have earnings? No. We had the credit card. Trump talked about having a potential maximum on credit card interest payments, which is good for us people. That's great for us. Yeah, let me see JP Morgan. Did they have earnings? Yeah, they had earnings. Okay, so JP Morgan is down 3%, which is why some of the other banks are down. Okay, and ES is weak. The credit cards definitely down for obvious reasons because of that news. Okay, Google's the only thing keeping NASDAQ up, seems like. Rip to everybody had a bullish bias this morning, including me, but I mean, hey, it never gave me a trade. But you're cautious for good reason. And honestly, yeah, this push lower is definitely... Okay, here's that sell side. Asia sell side now. Now that we don't have any SMT at a low. So I don't know, maybe yes, we'll dig deeper into this guy. So now NASDAQ is also retraced into its 4-hour sell side right there. And it is 50% here. I don't know. We'll find out. But so far, we're really not getting it. We've been waiting for reversals, not getting in. But yeah, this was a good call out for the IOFED here, right? This little wick back into there, held below 830, dropped. I said if it closed below this here, we'd get here pretty quick, and we pretty much did. I wonder if anyone caught that then. Maybe for a scalp. Congrats if you took a short. And shout out to the person that talked about the first presented FEG. Someone in the chat did ask me what I thought about short based on the inversion of this, and yeah, worked out well for them for that play. Pretty good tape reading. If you're bullish bias and like you just don't see any entry and you stayed safe, that's good. Still waiting to see maybe something will end up happening. What time is it? It's 10:24. We got time left. Someone said yesterday's first presented wasn't retested. It's almost there. Really? I honestly don't go. Oh, right. Good point there. I remember that. We just like popped off at the open. Almost there, yeah. That's why we don't chase. especially when you see wicks, right? Thing is, the way that we've come down like this, you can't even see like a great way that the structure would shift. There's just so many roadblocks on the way back up. You know, you have 15-minute bearish FEGs, 5-minute. Those swing highs are all the way up here. Here, this is the last swing high all the way up here now. Doesn't seem like the market's happy today. How much are we down? We're not down too much, I don't think. Down 0.4%. Oh, yeah, YM, that would make sense why YM was really weak too. Because of those financials. YM's down 0.7%. I'm very good at waiting. You got your yeah, you got to think. You got your whole life. If you want to make a career, you have your career. There's going to be better setups, or like there's going to be days where exactly what you say is going to pan out, right? It has like a really nice reaction at your level. And then that's how you develop the patience to wait for that. And then you have to have the confidence to finally execute when it does show up, right? Damn, ES was weak. What happened exactly with Visa? They said hmm. Yep, okay, we're in yesterday's first presented FEG. ES, where are we at here? ES did go into it though, so I don't care that much for that one. Okay. The 2-minute here. Okay. Jeez. It's a 4-hour point of interest. So I don't really want to go take a 1-minute entry, to be honest with you. So for example, if it gets above this 1 minute, I mean, it could just be retracing within a 5 or 15 right now. Unless we'll see during a macro time. Okay. See, mark out 1050. If this hourly is going to end up being a nice wick, we need to get back above the sell side, yeah. Okay. Let me think about it. I guess it depends on if ES also gets some traction. Just, hey, how many bearish FEGs are above us? So many. Yeah. It's not looking that cute. No, no, no. Not that cute. Okay. I mean, I guess CPI did have a reversal at 10 p.m. if you're looking at, 10 a.m. I don't know. I just didn't like that this. If Nasdaq took this high, I would have been maybe more comfortable taking that. Well, it's just not the right time right now. The 4 hours, it's taking time to develop, to go higher. It's retracing on the 4 hour. Yes, what we doing, what we got. The most consecutive green candles we've had all morning. Finally starting to perk up here. Would want to see the 15-minute close pretty nice and green up into here. Nasdaq now acting kind of weaker than ES, which is what I didn't want to see, right? Kind of weird. So I think this is really not the best. Not the best reversal situation. Kind of be faster than this, wouldn't it? Let's see. Maybe she needs some time. Who knows? Starting to look better. Starting to look a little better. As soon as I said that, it dropped. I don't know, bro. I was hoping that this would make some sort of FEG there. Let's see. 5 minute looks pretty bad. Unless it gets bought up there in this 30-second. It's 10:38. This candle will end at 10:45. This ES on the 15. Nasdaq on the 15 looks ugly. ES on the 15 also kind of getting rejected there. No, all the bulls' hopes and dreams are sad. They're not getting their way today. Seems like. Well, let's look at the 4-hour again. Pretty much right there at that Asia level, Asia low. What about ES? ES is below. That's above its 4-hour. FEG at least. Actually, let's see what this is doing here. Nope. So I guess all the IFEG traders that took this inversion, they only got it to like the next swing high in the 1 minute. they would have had to put their stop break even if they, and basically that's how I mean, it's really, really weak right now, NASDAQ. I hate that actually, because it started off stronger than ES, right? Hmm. For me to kind of get interested in longs, it would have to like come back above this with a nice displacement above, because now this is like a 5-minute swing high. See how this goes here. This candle. Not giving. I'll be patient. Like maybe, I don't know. Maybe it'll happen in the afternoon. Maybe I just, hey, if we're wrong on the bias, bullet being bullish, saved myself some money. Or, yeah, maybe it wants to make an SMT at the low. I don't know. All I know is that the bull case does not look that great here at all. Nope. Not any like any fast reversals. Nope. No second legs to get part of. What do you think, chat? Who took a trade today? Let me know. Silver pumped. Oh boy, silver, silver, silver. Yeah, silver pumped. I think those, yeah, they're earlier. It's like 8 a.m. Yeah. Nice. You're up $212. Nice. Some people took shorts. Cool. Yeah, RSH trades. You were also bullish this morning. Yeah, the 5-minute rejections. Wicks look too nasty long into. I agree. It's nasty. We would have wanted this to be a fast wick back up. Nice like 15-minute wick if it closed up here. This candle would have been better. See what ES is up to. ES is, gone stronger, and at the same time NASDAQ decided to fall asleep. She's asleep. Yeah, Bob, I see that too. The 5 minute on ES, 5 minute bullish. Thing is, you'd be pretty early. It's potential if you think that this is a smart money reversal. The thing I don't like too much about it, I don't know, is that NASDAQ is weaker. So I'd rather wait for another swing high to get taken. And, the 15-minute looks pretty bad there on ES. What are we gonna do, people? Gotta be the 1050 macro. I don't really see much happening. See what the at 1 hour closes? It's gonna close. Looks pretty bad. Oof. NASDAQ, do we just dump on the NAS? Yep. She's a sad girl today. Look in the 4 hour, we have trendline liquidity. If we come back down here, it'd be kind of wild. We don't we have a gap from the RTH gap we never filled? Came down into. Yeah, this guy and this guy. Hey, your theory might happen where we take out trendline liquidity. Especially if, that's the thing with this market, right? We're getting so much back and forth. If you look at the 4 hour, right? This pump up, then this breakdown back again, and then this pump back up. Now we're coming back. It's really choppy. Still holding up though. Let me see this daily. Looks all right. Not the worst. Let's see what happened here. Did we take out a low? Is there a potential SMT? This is kind of like the last shot for potential longs for the bulls. I'm not really that convinced at all. Don't know, maybe. We need to see like nice big up close candles like now for it to be convincing, because reversals don't really happen slowly. So it needs to break a high soon. Tanya, what's the difference between set on and set off? Settlement. Shows a settlement on the daily. So it's going to, I have it on. Settlement price. All right, let's see this, people. I'm not convinced by this. Oh. We actually do get a nice 5-minute shift. That would be nice. 4 hour point of interest, 5-minute shift. I would hold that for a few hours, We getting it? Is NASDAQ finally gonna do something for us? Get back above midnight open. It's a pretty cool 5-minute. See the 15-minute now. Looks pretty good.
time is it? It's 10:55. I think I'll try that long and I'll hold it. Yeah. I'll hold it versus the low and yeah, I mean, I waited all this time. So I'm in the long. All right, let's see how this goes. I just really liked how that 5-minute closed, like a bullish engulfing candle, essentially. 5 minutes shifted. I said that it would need to be fast, and it did. It was going fast, so I think it will continue to be fast if I'm right. So I kind of anticipating that was kind of the little retracement. So I just kind of bought it after the 5-minute close like that, right? So let's see. I only took 5 micros because it is a wider stop. I think it's decent. This hourly just closed, right? Or it's about to close in 5 minutes. I want this to remain strong. I don't really, if it comes all the way down, it's going to be like looking ugly. I want at least a 5-minute FEG to be created. Let me see here. Three-minute, 2-minute. That's all right. This is the area that I rejected from before, right? So this is like a breaker block. Ideally, it holds up here. You have a breaker and FEG, so that's a unicorn, as they like to call it. So we'll see. So far, I like it because it's 4-hour point of interest, SMT, breaker. Okay, I was bought up in that area, which is good. This 15 looks like a good 15-minute closure on NASDAQ. Be good to close above the previous high. Hold. Okay. Yay, had a good 15-minute closure. So, looks okay. Looks pretty good. For now. Hopefully it doesn't lose steam. This is nice. It's like the most consecutive up-close candles you've had all morning, pretty much. And ES did hold up. Come on, let's get it. Let's get more upside. That'll be good. I mean, we have equal highs up here. That is true. That's a 2R. Yeah, I waited all morning for this, so gotta hold, gotta see it through. Hopefully. It'd be nice, yeah. So what we really want to see is this next 15-minute candle also be nice and green. So far it's holding up pretty well. What do you think, chat? Let me know. Let me know. I mean, the fact is, like, I took an aggressive buy and I have been, like, break even / in profit. So that's a good sign. Yeah, we do have a 5-minute FEG, which I do like. It could come back down in here. I wouldn't be worried. However, best if it wicked it. And continued higher. I mean, ES is falling, bullish order flow in the 5 now, right? Let's see it, bro. What's this 15-minute look like? Looks okay. Like I said I would be okay. I'm entered based on 5-minute, and I'm okay with holding this for honestly a few hours. Yeah. Like until the end of the day. Pretty sure. Yeah. Because honestly, I think that if I'm right, that would be the low of the day. And I have a bullish bias. I waited all this time. I'd rather just do that than nitpick things. Yeah, I would think that this could come back up in like an hour, I would say. If we have some good 15-minute closures. Let's see this 15-minute candle. The bull's got to step in now. Oh, looks good. Maybe it will come back, retrace down into here a little bit. I'm okay with this. It's hovering around the midnight open and it's above it. Kind of almost want to buy just one more, but I think I'm okay with the amount that I have. Wasn't that funny? Like, as soon as when I said that, it pumped. That's nice. Pump it up. You gotta pump it up. Pump it up. Let's see a nice big up 15-minute candle. Then that would be really nice. We inverted up to here, that'd be already beautiful. Like if this 15-minute candle closes above 940. Mint. Either it's gonna take either I'm wrong, either it's gonna take a while, or it's gonna be there in 30 minutes. I don't know. Because we could just dip and hang around in this 5-minute bullish FEG that it created. Sometimes it'll accumulate. That wouldn't really worry me. Unless we had a candle that was inverting it or so, then that would be annoying. What is this 15-minute candle gonna do? We have 5, 4, 6 minutes left. Fact of the matter is, though, I've been in this trade for maybe 10 minutes now. I had an aggressive entry, and I'm been pretty much break even or a tiny bit in profit. So that's a pretty good sign. This means aggressive longs are holding. Right. Someone said pump incoming. I hope so, bro. No Ninja Trade time. What's up? All of a sudden, I'm still using Trade-Evade. This is literally I have to update the new Ninja Trader on my computer. That's literally what it is. I got a new update, and I was like, okay, I'll do that after my stream because I don't want to mess up. Sometimes you have to restart your computer. This is my Trade-Evade account on Lucid. Hope so. We're positioned. I mean, people that were long, what was it, 9:30? Maybe they'll get back in. The ones that got stopped out. I don't know. So we're back above CPI low. Oh, it looks decent on the hourly, in the 4 hour. Right? That was a good hourly close, actually. Pretty good hourly close. Wicked. And we're above the 4 hour FEG now, so it looks pretty good. You know what's not going to be fun if I'm still in this position by the time President Trump has a speech at 2 p.m. That would not be fun. Three minutes left in this 15-minute candle. That's all right. It's been holding up. Not bad. You know? I guess it's a... Let me move this here. Little immediate rebalance. Maybe that's all. That'll be cool. Let's get it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna hold this. Should we have a long stream today? Zev is asking me, is funding ticks bad? I say that I'm not affiliated with them anymore because they changed their rules and they were not like communicative, very silent. And yeah, I'm not gonna associate myself with a firm that's like that to their customers and to their affiliates. Someone said, yes, we should have a long stream. That's good. Let's hold together, someone said. Yeah, we'll do whatever. If you're in this, good luck. If you're in longs too. I mean, 50% of the chat was long bias since I started the stream this morning. We're looking good. It looks pretty good. Would have liked more, but hey, it's a green candle. Close above would be nice. I could see, I mean, like all this people that were trailing shorts, hopefully now they're getting scared and getting out. We have equal highs up here. It'd be really nice if we got back above the 9:30 open. We're at the 8:30 open right now. We're tickling it. See us close above it would be nice. Hello. Someone said we want short stream, aka quick profits on this trade. Dude, I would love nothing more than that. Would love it if we could get there in like 15. If we could get to the equal highs in 15 minutes, that's a nice 2R. You know, I wouldn't be honestly in this kind of market. This is nice. This is my ultimate target, but this is a nice 2R. With the amount of time, with the foo-foo in this market, 2R is really, really good. Let's pop up. Let's go. Let's close above this red candle. That would be nice. Close above an 830. Let's close into this 15-minute area here. Be nice. Oh, this is the next 15-minute candles opened. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Pump it. Pump it. Wouldn't that be great? Gotta pump it up. Pump. You know what's funny is like as soon as I enter the trade, I'm like, oh man, I have to go to the bathroom. It's not the worst. Unique Mentality says, I've spent 10,000 on funded evals and failed them all. I get close and ruin it with one emotional trade. I wake up for a 9 to 5. I hate watching others get payouts while I fall. I hate watching others get payouts while I fall behind. Any advice? Don't compare yourself to other people because you have no idea what their struggles are like, and you have no idea how long they've been trying at it. It could have been years. You don't know someone else's story, and everyone else has their own circumstances and story. I would say you probably have to do London trading or pre-market session, unless you have time at your lunch hour. I don't know. Lunch hour is not good trading. And then I would say 15-minute. And this really doesn't happen every day. I would just wake up early for pre-market and see if there's 15-minute setups on the 15-minute chart. What was it the other day? On Friday. Yeah. Or on your phone, like you can see if something forms on the 15-minute. That way you can enter it, have a wide stop. And scale down your trading. Have smaller sizes. Because it seems like emotions can take control. Take only risk the smallest amount which you feel comfortable. If you lost that money, then you feel okay with it. It's like $200, whatever. $100, 1 micro. Just to get the feel of the market back and gain your confidence back. Yeah, I want NASDAQ to hold up. I want this 15-minute to close strong. So I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. BRB.
All right. Anything happen? No. 15-minute looks the same. What are we gonna do? Anthony Marino says, what's the advantage of trading with prop firms? I traded with the account I fund. It seems like there's a lot of rules trading with prop firms. The advantage is really that you can really leverage with prop firms because you can have multiple accounts, multiple firms, and then literally get payouts of like 10,000, 20,000. People have gotten a million. And there's less risk. Like inherently, it's just the risk. The risk that you put in is how much you bought the account. That's how much money you risked, right? Versus like realistically, I'm not going to have in my personal account, I'm not going to put like whatever, 200K in there. You can do both. I do both. Nasdaq looks good. It's 15-minute starting to look good. Be really nice to close above here. I mean, ideally, close above 940s. Which is wild because it feels like it's asking a lot, but that's not just, it's just asking another 30 points from NASDAQ, right? Now I feel like it's going to come all the way back down into this bullish FEG. Why do I have that feeling? Can we not? Can I do a trade with Tradeovate? Yeah, I'll choose Tradeovate when I buy a prop firm challenge because then on NinjaTrader you can like literally hook up unlimited Tradeovate accounts. Like I'll literally copy trade like off like 30 accounts. Let's go higher, bro. How do I change? You know, I feel like YouTube change the settings here. How do I change the name of this title? Castillo, could you change the name of the title? Right, in NQ longs, ... Just put that at the front of the title. Let me see, stream set. Oh, I think I found it actually. I got it. Hopefully it doesn't jinx it, but it might as well. Someone said ES longs feel like torture. I don't know. I just like don't
This feels okay. I'm in the NASDAQ longs. It feels all right. I definitely do feel like should have been, I don't know, it's actually okay, but I'd rather this 15-minute close green. All things considered. Otherwise, it's just coming back to 50%. Yes, definitely weak here. Kind of watching, let's see. Maybe I should pull up the other companies. I feel like even if ES starts being weaker, I'm gonna hold this. It's 11:26. Oh, ES. Oh, dump there. Market's rigged. Look at that crazy dump. I'm still in it though. Jeez. Bro, anyone that was long ES versus like this low got stopped there on that. What the heck? What the hell is that? Someone say something? Trump fart? Seriously, what was that? Let's see. I'm still up. That wick was wild, but still up. Nothing. I don't see anything here. There's no freaking crazy market. The hell? This works out. That's like a really good example why I just long the stronger one. Yeah, watch it go. That was an insane wick. Watch it just like pop up now. Yeah, I went for a walk today. Says these crashes are more frequent now, meant to stop at weak hands. Seems like it. Seems like it. For people that have their stop kind of too tight, maybe. I don't know. I did have the idea. I was like, okay, yeah, as it's pushing up here, it's like a pretty weak push up. And I did not want to trail my stop because just on the 5, I said that it could come back down into here and hang out around here. And it literally did that. What a wild dump there in the NASDAQ. What the hell? That's a 46-point wick. But whoever trades volume, is the volume really low right now? Let me know. China restricts NVIDIA chip purchases. That's true. That's bad. If NVIDIA drops, then, you know, the whole market kind of... What? Okay, it wicked. Whatever. Tom G says, yes, low volume apart from that crazy wick. 11.5 thousand contracts in 1 minute. That's wild. Those are all the, maybe that's the smart money waiting to get filled there. I don't know. What the heck? I'm glad I was here watching that. Ali Murtaza says, cut the trade because dollar's still pumping. Don't tell me what to do, bro. Manage your own trade. I don't tell you what to do. It's like the exact time when I don't want it. Looks like there was a lot of manipulation there. Why would I want to exit the trade now? I'm good, bro. Looks like the fake out. Look, we're going higher now. Yeah, China restricts NVIDIA chip purchases to special circumstances. The Chinese government this week told some tech companies it would only approve their purchases of NVIDIA's AI chips under special circumstances, such as for university research and development labs, according to two people with direct knowledge of the situation. All right. It's just the AI chips. That's not like all their chips. The latest directive suggests Beijing may have concluded that protecting its domestic chip industry outweighs the advances for local AI developers and getting access to advanced foreign computing chips. That's actually bad for China's technology advancement then. So that's actually good for the US. So maybe we'll pump. The directive comes 1 month after President Donald Trump said he would allow NVIDIA to sell the H200 chip to China, and it remains unclear how Chinese companies will comply with the directive of how the government will enforce it. Well, there you go. And we are pumping. We're back above that high, which is a good look. Maybe we just need to stop people out or fill some smart money. It needed some news. Listen, this literally seems like manipulation because it literally says the Chinese government told some tech companies that it would it said it this week. Like, so obviously these companies knew already, right? So it literally feels like someone needed to get filled and got something to release on Bloomberg. If we're gonna be conspiracists about this. We need ES to start pumping now too. This is a good look. Let's go, bro. Wouldn't that be nice? Maybe now we'll speed up. Pump it, pump it. I drank all my water. Where did I get that info? I go on Walter Bloomberg on X. But hey, if you watch a stream, you'll get the info from me. It's actually good for us then. Pump it, let's go. That really looked good when we closed. That's basically where I kind of entered. It would be nice to go back up. Let's get back above 930 open. I need ES to catch up. NVIDIA looks fine. Looks good, actually. It's like a U shape. Yeah, NVIDIA looks like it should go up. Looks good for our NQ longs. Let's see. I'm not selling. I waited all day for this. I'm not selling. Where's the bro that was telling me to sell here after we wicked it? I was like, makes no sense. You can call me a lot of things, but one thing you can't call me is paper hands. Yeah, we're up almost like 1 hour basically right now. Yes, wake up, bro. Wake up. We need yes to wake up. This 46-point candle wick, and then we came back up like 100 points. Be really nice for us now to close above 940s on the 15, and I think we will. Above 930 open. I could use an espresso. And someone said ICT works without volume. Yeah, I didn't use any volume, so I was asking. I was like, oh, if it was lower volume, then it makes sense how I was able to do that quickly. It was thinly traded. Maybe we saw it using this on the 5. Let's see. You need to use the magic paintbrush. That's cool, Crookie YT. Chris Fisher says, who went to the Caribbean on vacation? Not me, it was like a work trip. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. All right, we closed above 930. Open, yes. You know, floating towards that swing high. NASDAQ looking good. NVIDIA, new high of day. I said NVIDIA looks like it wants to go higher. I think NVIDIA could even go to like yesterday's high. Let's see. Someone just wake up ES, let me know. 4 minutes till this 15-minute candle closes. I'm gonna go make an espresso. Oh shit, we're mooning. All right. Hell yeah. That's what you gotta do sometimes, just to step away from the screen a little bit. That's what we wanted to see, bro. And said she's brave. Okay. Let me assess this. Magic paintbrush doing its job. All right. Have a little espresso. It's yummy. All right. Yes, would be nice. It's above midnight open and 8:30 right now. Be nice to close above it in the next 30 seconds. Ba-da-dum, what I want to do is look at the NVIDIA. When NVIDIA hits yesterday's high, I'll put an alert. We have a smooth highs here. See, those smooth highs, yeah. I think this. My stop's protected now at break even. So it'll take some partial when probably when NVIDIA hits previous day high. Hit that like button, by the way. We were so patient today. Now it's a free trade. Held on during that scary manipulation. Had the correct stop. Everything turned out really good. Here's NVIDIA is taking out that previous day high. So let's just Felt 2, took a partial. Secured some profit. There's 11 minutes left in this hourly candle. How do you think it'll close? Ideally close above previous hourly high. It's above it now. Looks good. Great, those smooth highs were taken. Some of them were pumping. Wait, I have to fix this. Okay. Confirm. Where's the guy that told me I should get out of my trade here? I just want to talk. I put a lot, actually. I put 100 points right now. That's good. Secured another partial. Okay. Okay. Cool. Hopefully now we just watch it, zoom towards it. The most annoying thing would be if it stops here and waits until 2 p.m. to take it. But, you know, this was a good manipulation to the downside. And so far we've been fast to the upside, so let's see it. Kind of nice. The runners are up 400. That's nice. Secured like 600. All right, let's see it run. Run, run, run. Run, Forrest, run. Forex Nerd FX says, "Hi, Tanya. I know my strategy and I pass its challenges, but then I blow it up. I tend to over-risk, over-leverage, over-trade, etc." I think that you could literally get software to close yourself out of your trading by a certain time of day if you can't physically do it yourself. Because honestly, some people don't have the impulse control. It's like a software called, I use Cold Turkey, but I don't need to, you can automatically do it like at noon every day. Shut off TradingView, NinjaTrader, all your software. I do is like you guys see, I just click a button switch. But some people, can't bring themselves to do that, so you can just have it automatically close it. And then you might be in the trade if you didn't follow your rule there. So then you have to You're gonna have to go into the settings and undo it and then go back and get yourself out of the trade. And then maybe that'll teach you a lesson or so. I don't know. That's like a short-term fix. The long-term fix is obviously you need to actually build more patience in your life. Do something like everyone's life is too fast right now, literally, okay? Move your phone away from your face. Look in the distance, go on a walk, slow down your life a little bit. Pick up a hobby that's slow and requires patience, gardening, whatever it is, painting, art, whatever. Woodworking, volunteer, whatever it is. So you need to get yourself used to. Look at this. Look at today. I showed up. There was no trade until I entered at 10:55. I literally waited like an hour and a half until I got into a trade. And then still I had to wait. I've been in this trade for 50 minutes. And we actually predicted that it would take that long. You could rewind. Why? Because I entered on a 5-minute time frame. Simply that. 4-hour point of interest, 5-minute shift. If you're entering on a 5-minute, how many candles is it going to take for it to? It's not going to take 2 candles, right? It'll probably take. This is like 11 candles now, right? So that's 55 minutes. So that's what you got to do. And hopefully maybe watching my streams helps instill patience because you're seeing it actually play out and work, right? I didn't chicken out of the position when we wicked down here. I didn't chicken out and not enter at all, held. Took out some partials because I saw NVIDIA news, and we took previous day high. And there are some, pay the trader if I held through all of this. Now we're about to reach it soon. Magic paintbrush worked, It's working. Hit the like button if you enjoyed today. Oh, someone donated. Hi. Someone donated. Let me see. Polly Pliss. Ollie, please. He says, I trade gold and it is very volatile. 1 mini as 2 NASDAQ. If you're a scalper, it's so worth it. Gold is all about order flow and order blocks. It's a beast. Good luck. Thanks. He's talking about when earlier in the stream I referred to maybe I should long gold. And sorry, I definitely probably didn't see this for a while because I was concentrating on the NASDAQ trade. But yeah, that's the thing. Is like gold's a little bit different than NASDAQ. Like you're saying, it's all about order blocks. But it does move like NASDAQ in the sense it's very volatile. So maybe I've been like eyeing it, but I need to take it more seriously. But look, why would I don't really need to do it if, look, I found my trade in NASDAQ today, right? That's the thing. It's like, okay, don't need to rush into that. I know some people have moved to gold because they haven't figured out NASDAQ, or it's changed on them. I seem to be doing well, so. Here we are, almost at TP. Give it to us, 20 more points, babes. I saw more buy side up here. This was a lot. We were streaming here when that's what happened. Wild. I'm happy to see ES is also, looking good. Did I finish my espresso? Yeah. Yummy. I've been drinking way more tea often nowadays too. Not so much. I take espresso maybe like at noon or something. Not in the morning. But maybe like middle of the day or something, or maybe before my workout. Yesterday, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sore. I haven't seen my personal trainer since before the holidays. But I was able to do the workouts, but today I'm sore. But what was I saying? Yeah. Tea? I used to not be a tea person. Now I'm a tea person for sure. 1 cup of chamomile tea before going to bed? Amazing. Helps you sleep. Helps you unwind. Like an hour before bed too. It's amazing. Chamomile tea is my favorite tea. I also like peppermint. What else do I like? I like lavender. I like Tulsi Rose. I said, okay, coach, LOL, Zulu Bulldog. I'm telling you, most people, okay, especially, listen, all the people that are impatient and asking me about, how are you so patient? I bet if you fix your sleep, I bet you're probably sleeping too late and you're probably not even getting like 7 hours of sleep. I bet most people, if they got better sleep, they would eliminate like 80% of their problems. Not maybe eliminate, but alleviate 80%. Because life is a lot easier to deal with if you have better sleep. You're higher tolerance to stress, everything. And working out. You don't have to work out, you can just exercise. Exercise can mean a lot of different things. Maybe like park your car further from your work and you walk 10 minutes instead of, you really don't have the time, you could do that. Or take the stairs or something. A lot of people say they don't have time for exercise, but you could have time for it. You have to make time. Yeah, brain fog, says Jeremiah. Yeah, that too. Getting enough sleep will help with that. Yeah, former Globetard, that's a funny name, said you would be surprised how much better you trade after you quit coffee and get a good night's sleep. Yeah, I quit coffee actually for like a year and a half. I don't drink it in the mornings anymore. I'll drink it after I trade. So literally like before a workout, if I need to do something else in the running errands or, content things in the afternoon. Resistance training twice a week minimum. I do. Yeah, that's exactly what I do. I have a personal trainer come for me and we do kind of a whole full body workout for an hour twice a week. There's actually, I've seen progress. I'm definitely a lot stronger. My golf swing goes 10 yards further now. And then, a bunch of other things just in other areas of life. More energy. And for me, honestly, I needed to hire a personal trainer to keep me accountable. Because, if the idea is, I wouldn't go by myself. I just did not go to the gym by myself. Or I would, kind of daydream for an hour. I wasn't efficient. I was staying at the gym for, an hour and a half. Not doing enough. So, what are your thoughts? Let's see this hourly. What I'm kind of slightly concerned about. Yeah, potential pullback here, and I don't know if I want to hold through it. I don't know. I'll give it until 12:30. I'm thinking it could still unravel to the upside. The only slight concern I have is like maybe NASDAQ getting close to it. It's not that close to it, but if we get within a few points of it and then we retract, then I'll just get rid of my longs and take my profits. Because what I'm slightly concerned about is if we're making equal highs before Trump's speech. So I wouldn't want to make equal highs, stay for that, and then it retrace and have to hold through all that. I'd rather take my money and then maybe wait and then maybe see if there's another entry to get more upside, you know? They still, my target's still up here for higher time frame, 26 120s. Said it yesterday on the Ninja Trader stream too. So what can I do? Let's see the 15-minute. Yeah, okay. Basically, we'll see that this next 15-minute candle does. If we like wick above this and then stay down, I'll just get rid of my long. Okay, but if we get to the target, it'll be perfect. What time is Trump speaking? 2 p.m. You can go to forexfactory.com, then you'll see. Thanks for the stream time. You're welcome, Johnny. Hit that like button. JB said, what a shitty market. NQ's more and more very day-like Binance crypto shit. No idea what you just said there, bro, but I mean, it's a shitty market and we made money today. So, slay. Adjusted well. Thing is, like, when the market kind of, it's been like this for a couple months, so it took time for me to kind of adjust. There was definitely a time where I was kind of sucking. And then I'd size down, right? Then you get to know what the market environment's like, which we know is taking buy side and taking sell side again, and then taking buy side, right? And that helped us today in staying patient, not really trusting this 15-minute. We already took buy side here, so we waited for more sell side, and then we got in the longs here. You gotta play if the cards are dealt, right? You gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be plenty enough time for counting when the dealing's done. Yeah. Honestly, like, you know, like I said, tomorrow I'll be back to executing on Ninja Trader. I don't love this saying how much I'm up, $520 on the rest. I don't really, I pretty much am ignoring that. Don't like want to let that decide any trade for me, right? That's a beginner mistake. Always like try to switch it to ticks. Don't look at how much you've made or lost until after the trade's done. Like, I have no idea how much my partials are up. Right now, I'm guessing like what I've secured is like $600, and then this is free floating 500. Time it gets to here, maybe I'll like make like 1,300 or so. That's pretty cool. Caught 100 points on NASDAQ. Pretty good, at least 100 points on a day, you know, where the ranges are like 300 points. Tanya, the best singer in the world. Ha ha ha. Tanya Cash, it's funny. Tarek Trade says, Tanya, before you enter a trade, are you monitoring how you feel? Like, I feel regardless how chart looks, you should only make decisions from a calm state. Most of the times I'm in a calm state, so I don't really monitor that. I say out loud everything I think. So, you know, you heard me definitely today saying like why I wasn't gonna long. I'm sure some people longed here, right? Oftentimes you have an intuition because you're building from experience and you don't even know why yet until you get more experience, and then you can explain why. But this is where I could explain why. You know, I said here right? NASDAQ hit this new high, made a new high after coming down in 15-minute, but ES was not struggling, was struggling. So I did not feel comfortable taking this long here. I said I needed ES to break higher, right? We didn't. And then same thing here. I said, you know, whatever, it inverted this, but ES is still weak. And also I wanted a swing high to get taken. Well, so waited until they're finally both in sync. Forgot why I didn't take this either because, oh yeah, I didn't take this guy. There's no 1 minute FEG, literally. There was no 1 minute FEG here. That's kind of it. And I said I wanted, since it was a 4-hour point of interest, I want a 5-minute break in structure. And so this was the high on the 5. Pretty close yet? No. We're hanging around, which is a good sign, actually. What's this 15-minute doing? I have to pee again, honestly. Drink too much espresso and water. Every time I've left the screen, though, it's been good, right? Last time when I went to make an espresso, we mooned. When I just came back, we were mooning. Okay, Tarek, I feel that. Also, like, one thing you could do is just write out your strategy and what your plan is on a notepad. Everyone's like so electronic. I try to go more analog. I have a notepad right here. Pretty simple. I wrote bullish bias. So I meant I was only going to take longs today. And I could look at this after the trading day is over. And if I took a short, that was a loss. Or if I even took a short, that was a win, I would look at it and be like, oh, I didn't follow my plan. And I wrote long NQ. Right? My beautiful handwriting. Beautiful light blue pen. Let's see here on this 15-minute. Okay, it's chilling. I don't want to erase those arrows because I feel like they're good look. Just move it. It's the magic paintbrush vibe. When did I enter this trade? Like 10:55. It's been an hour and 5 minutes. All right. Know when to fold 'em. Know when to walk away. Know when to run. Looks just fine. For now. Take a look at the heat map again. Google's up 2.4%. Nvidia's up 1% now. S&P looks better. And Chris Fisher says the double purge surprised him. Which double purge? Like the 10:45 second move down, or you mean like this wick here at 11:25 for an ES? Yeah, let's make it 800. That's funny. Yes. Wasn't that the most wild 4-hour close? All right, let me put up a fib. Where's 50% of that wick? It's up there, 720s. ES could get to the 720s. Maybe retest 930 open. I think that's kind of what I want to see happen. And based on that, whether if it rejects it, I'll take off the rest. You know what I could do actually is make these only visible on the 5-minute and below. Visual on. Okay. That'd be kind of wild if it retraced all the way there. All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. BRB. The chair will monitor. Lord. What happened now? What happened? All right. Oh no, not a retracement. You know what I realized? Previous day high. Previous day high is where we got up to. Why? I'm gonna wait until this 15-minute closes, essentially. I said I'd give it until 12:30. Alright, was there any news? I don't think so. I think it was just a natural drop there. Yeah, we're good. Roadrunner says magic paintbrush we just. What I do see is the 15-minute retracing looks okay. 9:30 open. Looks fine. It's all good. If this is a nice wick, I'd be happy about that. Yeah, I'm glad I took partials too. Thousands feared dead in Iran protests. At least 12,000 people may have been killed in Iran's crackdown on nationwide protests, far above official figures. Protests began over rising living costs, and human rights groups are calling for international action. Yeah, our thoughts and prayers are with the Iranian people that are protesting. Scary. I think that their government, I think Iran turned off internet for the entire country. Yeah, what I've heard is that they're shooting at the protests with live fire. It's very scary. There's millions on the streets protesting right now. Looks like the 15 is doing well so far. We got 6 more minutes left. Let's see it. Jordan Ramirez said if it closed below 9:30 open, I would be sad. Don't get emotional. Also, it looks good so far. Tanya, have you gotten a payout from Lucid? I'm focusing this week on the 50K flex. I have the 150K flex. I got funded. I think, well, right now I'm up like 153, 400 probably. So I think I have a few more days to go. This was the hourly candle, the 11:45 to 12, and it did hit that previous day high. So that's what I don't really like too much. Might end up booking the rest. We'll see. Then I'd give it till 12:30. We'll see how this candle goes. So far, not too good. We need ES. I mean, ES at least. At least these are smooth highs up here, but like I said, it could end up going there maybe after 2 p.m. Decisions. 'See the fib from here? Manipulation leg from that news down to here, 50%'s like here. That being said, though, could reach down into this wick again. I think I'm going to see how this 15-minute candle does. Close above 9:30, I'll hold. ES seems to be holding up on the 15. Five-minute never closed below 9:30. Yeah, it could be going down to here. We'll see. We'll see. Ideally, it doesn't, right? You want it to stay strong. You want ES to break. I mean, honestly, I do like that these are smooth highs here. You know? Looks good. I like it. On ES. And NASDAQ too, they're smooth. Pretty smooth. So let's leave that paintbrush here. Smooth highs. We'll get wrecked. Let's go. Buy side, ES. Get to it. Now get. do care. I want to see this 9:30 candle. Remember, that's what I said earlier about ES and the 9:30 candle open. See how it reacts to that. Damn, son, we've been in this trade for a while. But I said, could be a while. And honestly, these are the trades that end up working out pretty well. I stay in it for 2 hours, like typically ends up working out to the upside, to my targets. Oh, Lord. These wicks are crazy, Lord. Is this going to be a crazy wick again? Hopefully that's the manipulation. Hopefully that's like this. This market's crazy. If we get back above, maybe I'd add a contract. I don't know. We'll see. Holding that 9:30. What was it? Oh yeah, this guy. Yeah, we wicked into here. This 5 minute in discount. Let's keep this guy. Let's keep this wick. That would be nice. Why does like ES look more scammy than the NASDAQ today? Yo, was that candle? It felt a lot like the other candle. Hopefully that's the manipulation. I'll probably end up trailing to that low soon. Bro, it's 12:30. Tired. Have a nice. Let's get above this high. And this high, that'll be nice, right? Like this guy here. Yeah, certainly feels like it's stuck at this noon, 8:30. It's gotta get up. Get. I don't know if it's gonna have the juice now, since it's in the middle of the day. Lunch hour. Feels very scammy, doesn't it? I feel like if it doesn't get above that high in the next like 2 minutes, then I'll maybe just secure my profits. Because this guy got up pretty quickly. We're holding above 9:30. If we close back below 9:30, I'll probably exit. Wicks really be wicking, bro. Like, I don't know if I even want to. Yeah, we'll see. If we close below 9:30, then I'll just secure the profits on the rest. I don't really want to be part of another sell side purge. I'd still secure like 60 points. It's not looking good. I think it's gonna fall apart in a second, so let's wait there. 1, 18, 15, 14, 13, 10, 11, 7, 6, 5. Oh, it's still holding. Still holding. By thread. Oh my god. All right. Just close right at it, bro. Oh my god. Close right above it. All right. Okay. All right. It closed below 930 open. I'm out of the final trade. Secured like 50 points in the rest of that. Yeah, I'll come back in the afternoon. Maybe it will end up taking some sell side there before Trump speaks at 2 p.m. That's what I'm worried about. It's like retracing so deeply into like 50% of this wick or so. So I'd rather just secure the rest there. So good trade. Didn't end up hitting the target, secured money. And, have targets for later in the day. So I'm going to go literally lay down and close my eyes for a bit because I've been staring at screens for hours now and I got bright lights here. GG's if you made money today. Good luck and good trading, and I'll see you next time. Maybe I'll come back on stream, think about it, see if it looks like good setups. Bye. Let's just make sure that nobody has any important. Yeah, cool. All right. Ciao. Thanks you're a real one if you stayed. All 1,000 of you that are still here. Shout out to you. We didn't get the final push, but we made money along the way. We made friends. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, I'll check it out like maybe at 1:30 or so, but I'm gonna go close my eyes for a bit.